So that next question, I understand what key performance indicators are, but I'm having trouble identifying what goals should be categorized as KPI. What should I consider in determining my KPIs? I go back and forth from having 1 to having 20, and I just don't feel like it is working for me.
That's a great point, Nancy. I'll take this, and then you can follow up.
Okay.
One of the let's back up from this for just a moment. So one of the philosophical approaches that we have in planning is that if there's a metric that you use as a guide for your business, more than likely you're trying to influence that metric. Let's just take something simple like sales, revenue. And so in order for us to move that, we of course need to articulate what actions we're going to take in order to, very simply increase revenue. So our philosophical approach is that metrics are, of course, associated with goals. So this particular question is in relationship to the use of my strategic plan, but it flows across anything for that matter. So all goals, of course, if it's a good goal, it states the outcome. It has a good metric and ideally associated with it. So, and I just went backwards from that, but goals should be measurable, of course, and most of the time those measurements and those goals that we're stating have a quantifiable outcome that we're seeking. And of those goals that are high priority items like revenue growth, for example, most of the time we want to see those tracked in a quantifiable way, and most of the time we want to identify those as key performance indicators. And when we call them key performance indicators, the thought process around that would be to say, are these the key metrics that we need to be paying attention to in the tracking of our strategy? So how are we doing against our strategy? And those key performance indicators should tell us how we're doing. And those key performance indicators are associated with goals because we, of course, create actions based on goals. So that's how kind of all of that comes together. We get caught a little bit, and I know what the instructions say on our website, but we get caught a little bit on how many we should have. We need to have a balanced set of metrics to track the performance of our organization. So if it takes 20, it takes 20. If it takes 5, it takes 5. They just need to be the right ones that you can look at and go, yeah, we're on or we're off track, or where are the things that I need to hone in on as a leader to make sure that our strategy is moving forward. So Nancy, you want to add to that?
Another thing, too, you can look at KPIs and assess them and gauge the health of your organization with that, and you can really determine if you're on track or if you're off track. But basically, the number of metrics, as Erica mentioned, are the key to driving your organization forward. So the number, you just need to determine how many you need and what are the good ones to drive your organization forward and gauge the health of your organization.
Great. So pretty simple in that regard. The harder part, of course, is the tracking component, but that's okay.
Yes.
Yeah.